Hello, welcome to the Lost Archives for episode 16! Oh my god! We're playing the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. 16, I know. We're playing the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. My name's Owen, I'm the Dungeon Master for this campaign. However, this campaign is all about the players who will introduce themselves and their characters right now.
Hey guys, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Wiltix, the little gnome man. Yeah, if you've been listening recently, he's small, he's angry, and he turns into a wolf occasionally, which is always fun. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what we get up to this week.
I go, Claire. I'm playing Mira, Dragonborn Sorcerer, half red dragon, half silver dragon. And she's just super organised and super serious all the time. All the time.
all the time?
All the time.
Some of the time. Some of the time.
Most of the time?
Most of the time.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Azure Whiteheart, our resident heavenly ass kicker, who's playing an Aasimar Monk. Who knows what's in store for our heavenly mystic, but we'll soon find out.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Emeric, who's a Paladin. Yeah, he's a bit of a cheeky boy. He's a bit of an asshole, I guess. But no, he's all right. He's not too bad. All right. Pass it on to Owen.
Thank you. I should clarify. Andrew is playing a monk. Not a monk mystic multi-class, because mystic is a class that you can play. So I was like, "Oh, are you going to multi-class into mystic?" I was like, "Oh my god, this is news to me."
People see if they know that.
Yeah. This is the first I'm hearing you're going to multi-class into mystic. I was going to say, Andrew, we need to have a chat. Mystic is a really complicated class. Like, good on you for multi-classing into them, but oh my god, like it's really complex. But no, that's okay. That's
I'm up for a challenge, Owen. So that's.
Speaking of a challenge, we challenge you, the people who are listening right now, live on Twitch, to subscribe to our channel. I'm not going to do that.
You just
thank
did
you for
those.
I did, yeah, that's true. Thank you so much for those of you who've been joining us for the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and thank you for those of you who jumped in on the Phasmophobia live stream. Jared, who's here playing with us tonight, joined me on the Phasmophobia live stream on Sunday. We had a ball. That was a great session. We teamed up with Harley, otherwise known as Lieutenant Downs, who's another Twitcher. Is that what they're called? Twitchers? No, Twitch streamers, I think they're called.
Twitch
Twitchers
streamers,
when you're a bird watcher. Yeah. Who's another Twitch streamer? We're not new to this. We're pros. And we also team up with Dave
but Twitchers
as well.
are cool as well.
Twitch is cool. So we had a blast. It was a very, very spoopy session. We had Michael Jackson as one of our ghosts. We had who was the other one? The composer. Who did the start with John Williams. We had John Williams as well. We had two famous ghosts, Michael Jackson and John Williams, which was really funny. Yeah, you should check those streams out if you want to see us basically pooping our pants, getting spooked. Yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. I haven't gotten around to doing the second live stream of Valley yet. It's been a pretty hectic couple of days, but I will do the second half of Valley very, very soon. I promise that's coming out. But that's it from me. Anything else from you guys? Any fun news?
I just want to say, if you do want to watch the Phasmophobia, just be prepared to see Dave in the van like a ton.
Yeah, Dave spends a lot of time in the van. One of the episodes that will be coming up on YouTube is literally called "Our Man in the Van."
Yeah, he loves the van.
It was that third one where Dave basically didn't leave the van. So
poor Dave.
He gets spooked. I mean, we all got spooked. There's one bit where I just started crying. That was really it was hectic. It was a harsh. We got spooked hardcore. But yeah, that's it for me. Any other updates from anyone else?
Well, you know what? Claire might join in on the next one, so.
Yeah, I hear Claire, you're ready for some spooping.
I'm ready for some spooping. I die every time I play Phasmophobia.
And Owen's also a higher level than you, so he won't be the intern.
Oh no!
Oh my god, will I be the resident now?
Wow.
I think you're starting to get to the point, Owen, where you're going to become an official member of our electrician company. We need to
we still haven't got a name for ourselves. Electric Spookaloo? I don't know. We'll think of something.
God.
We'll come up with something better than that. If you want to send us in the chat a better name for our ghost hunting group, please hit us up in chat or on Facebook or Twitter.
The name sure doesn't get better than that.
Well, can't get worse. Awesome. Well, we better jump straight back in. You guys will notice tonight that our guest character Gloria is not joining us. Alice, who's been joining us for the last couple of sessions, is not here tonight. We will get into why as part of the story later.
Oh.
Alrighty, well, our journey has been following the escapades of the Tempest Adventuring Guild from the League of Adventurers based in the merchant city of Oxenford. Mira, Azure, Emeric, and Wiltix have just left the capital city of Palin, the capital of the continent of Oshia, and the seat of the Oshaean Empire. Soon after arriving by airship, our heroes were briefly separated to complete tasks alone. Mira left with Sussurus, a tiefling spy working for a group known as the Harpers, while the rest of the group travelled with Onthar Froom, a dwarf warrior who was representing the Order of the Gauntlet. These two organisations had allied with the League of Adventurers in their task to basically prevent what they perceived to be the end of the world, which is being brought about by the Order of the Dragon. Azure, Emeric, and Wiltix were soon joined by Gloria, a rather suspicious halfling bard who was also looking for the Order of the Dragon and offered to assist them in locating it. Gloria led the team outside the city walls and into a large market district to the northeast of the city, where she believed the cult had been planning on joining a larger caravan heading north. Onthar had also pointed the group in this direction. His contact, Akin Celebon, operated a merchant's business called Blackgate Shipping & Co., and might be able to assist. He thought might be able to assist in the group joining this caravan. After a spot of trouble with some bounty hunters who were after Emeric, the group were reunited with Mira and able to secure travel with the caravan heading north. Mira and Emeric working with Owen, an orcish merchant, and Azure, Wiltix, and Gloria transporting another wagon that had been rented out to them by Akon. After a fairly calm day of travel, the group camped for the night, and Wiltix was able to sneak around the cultist wagons and confirm that they were indeed transporting large amounts of what appeared to be treasure. Ooh, lots of gold. During the evening, however, a large black coach pulled up, and a man dressed in dark clothes approached the group Wiltix had identified as being the cult. After collecting a chest from them, the coach departed swiftly into the night, leaving behind a number of questions. The party have now all awoken from a long rest to find a note sitting on the space that had once been occupied by Gloria. And we are jumping straight back into the action. You have all enjoyed a lovely long rest after the night before. The wagons are waking, the caravans are waking fairly slowly as the dawn rises. A number of people are waking up quite slowly, checking on wagons, things like that, making sure their goods have been okay, that tents haven't been too pushed about during the sort of slightly higher winds during the evening. But yeah, as you awaken, I'd say that you guys, I think you said you were all sleeping in very close proximity to each other. Owen, the orcish merchant, did pitch his caravan right next to you guys, his wagon right next to you guys. So you've spent the night in fairly close proximity. Gloria had been staying inside the wagon underneath the canopy. And whoever is the first to awaken in the morning finds that the space that she'd been sleeping in is now empty. All of her belongings and goods are gone. And sitting on top of your covered wagon is a folded envelope. And on the envelope, it reads, Boneheads.
Word.
Rude.
Wait, did it just say bonehead?
It just says, so there's an envelope, inside there's a note, but on the envelope, at the moment, all you can see is the word Boneheads.
Emeric will probably wake up a bit later than everyone else because he got pretty drunk with the orc.
Yeah, he was drinking was it like a banana?
Yeah, he was drinking that banana alcohol, so he'll be a bit in the morning.
Normally I'd say Azure, I would have thought would be the first one up, but
Azure's meditating. Azure's meditating.
He's woken up really early to get his meditation in, so I'll say that I might have stirred and had a look, and I might open up the letter.
Yeah, as you open up the letter, you see a very fine cursive script written on a very nice paper marked with the stamp of the Bard's College. These two crossed arms, sword, lute, and then a number of musical notes forming this beautiful banner around it. And the note reads as follows, Wiltix. Thanks for helping me find my journey and find the path I needed to take, but I can't travel with you any longer. The Black Coach last night offered me an opportunity I couldn't turn down. I said I was looking for a challenge, and it seems the challenge presented itself to me. If you manage to survive, I'd like to see you all again. Sometime. When you manage to track down the cult, you'll find me hiding amongst its ranks. For those of you who are suspecting me of being a spy, you're close to the mark, but not quite there yet. I look forward to seeing you again, if you do manage to live through this. Best of luck, Gloria. And then down the bottom, it has a message. P.S. Wiltix, not impressed.
Ooh.
Oh,
Given your shenanigans the other night at the tavern, I felt that was appropriate.
Oh, yeah, no, fair enough. So obviously I'm going to share the note with the rest of my team after I tear off the bottom section that has the PS on it.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and I'll go sharing it around to let everyone know that Gloria has abandoned us because she's a double agent. No,
Is that what you genuinely think? Do you want to make an insight check from the note?
Look, yeah, might as well. It's one of those ones I question all her actions, but
That's fair.
4.
As you're reading it through, you're like, oh, this is layers within layers, man. Like, this is why I don't deal with spies. It's like, what is she doing? Is she triple bluffing? Is she quadruple bluffing? You don't know. It's
the inception of notes.
Yeah, like it's literally the meme where all the numbers start like flashing across your face as you just sort of stare off into infinity. Yeah, trying to figure out like what Gloria wants.
Love it.
It's too complicated. Like you just think like whatever she wants. Like fucking hell, man. It's complex.
And so Black Coach was the one that rocked up last night.
Yeah, that was the one that came in during the night. And you probably, I think anyone who was around Gloria, which I think was Mira and Emeric, you guys remember Gloria perking up quite a bit when that coach sort of parked up.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, right.
She was very interested in that coach when it arrived.
Well, do we want to have a moment of silence for our lost friend, or just get on with it?
She's not dead.
Dead to us. Dead to us.
She's dead.
Is that all it takes to be dead to you? Just like not impressed on a piece of paper, that's it, you're dead to Wiltix.
Oh, I'll be back. I might see you again later. Oh, she's dead.
Nah,
Gone.
definitely.
There's nothing further I have to say to you.
Exactly. No. Well, good. Well,
As you do approach, Emeric's name, Emeric. Fucking, I was trying to remember the name. As you approach Emeric on the floor,
you're trying
like,
to.
I just had a little brain fart then.
I know, mate. It's a Tuesday night. Like, woof. It's 7:28. You got to look out.
Yeah, I know, and I've had a day off today because I had a migraine. So.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. No, okay. Fair enough then. Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm a lot better. I'm just drugged up. Anyway, so as you approach Emeric, though, he's sort of sprawled out on the ground, bottle still in hand, and he's just sleeping still. He's very out of it at the moment.
You probably notice, those of you who see Emeric, there's a slightly yellowish stain to his lips and cheeks and chin where he sort of spilled the drink on himself. And in fact, anywhere the drink has spilled on his clothes is now permanently stained with this yellow colour. Not permanently, but is very, very red wine stain on any clothes that he's spilt this alcohol on.
Perfect.
Yeah, this bright, this fluorescent, highlighty yellow colour.
Let's say that he got it along his other arm that actually is an arm, and along the fabric along the arm.
Yeah, in that
and
case,
a little bit
along
on the
your
chest.
skin, it's like iodine. Like you look a bit jaundiced on these areas where it's spilled.
Perfect. So yeah, you might have to give him a bit of a nudge though if you want to tell him.
Yeah, look, I'll give you a bit of a kick and just be like, Emeric,
Swift kick.
Ugh.
kick again.
What?
Emeric.
Oh, what time is it?
Oh, it's about time to get up, mate.
He just sort of looks up at you. This is a dream. You kicking me while I'm down. It's because I always make fun of you, little one.
Oh, mate, look, if it was a dream, it'd have to be a bloody good dream to have me in it, so... No, I'm just letting you know that our good old friend, Gloria, that we've known for approximately... looks at his wrist and doesn't have a watch. 36 hours at this point? Something like that, a day and a half. She's abandoned us. She's not coming back.
I look up at you and like, this is a dream. Couldn't understand that, little one. Had too many plans going ahead and stuff like that. Oh, my head, though. He sort of like groggily gets up and he gets his halberd and uses it as like a crutch. And he just he has a look at the letter. And he'll read it through and he'll pass it back to you. I'll do an insight check. Let's see if I can make any more headway.
Yeah, that's okay with me. I think that's fine.
Let's Considering my...
Yeah.
You know what? Let me
so-
do a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh,
If you
okay, don't
want.
worry about it. I impose disadvantage on myself.
So we'll take that. Yeah, look, as players, you're always welcome to impose disadvantage on yourself. I'm never going to tell you not to, but
I'm very groggy. I'm hungover, so it makes sense.
yeah, that's up to you guys. Yeah, so looking through, I'll just put a little wagon down on the map so that you guys can see roughly where you guys are right now.
Oh, that's
There we
cool.
go.
That's cool.
Thank you for that.
No, my pleasure.
I like that.
Just makes it easy to see what's going on. Yeah, so Emeric, as you have a bit of a read through, you've probably, out of all of you guys, you've probably spent a bit more time sort of thinking around what Gloria is up to, because you've made a couple of insight checks now. Yeah, there's a couple of things that stand out to you. The arrival of the black wagon, she's sort of in this note writing as if it was a surprise and an opportunity, but she didn't seem surprised when it came up, just pleased and excited. So you think she probably knew that it was coming, judging by... Yeah, you suspect she knew that was on its way. Again, like, you don't think she's attempting to join the cult. There's something else she wants, something that she's after, that the cult can get her. She doesn't care what happens to them after she gets it. You guys spoke about burning it to the ground, I think was the exact wording. She was pretty okay with that. She seemed fairly chill about that idea. So whatever she wants, as soon as she's got it, she doesn't care about the cult anymore. So I mean, now that you've read this through again, you're thinking it's now maybe an item, or maybe some sort of wealth, or some sort of status, or there's something that she wants out of this. But you're still not 100% sure what it is.
I'll say to Wiltix, Mike. I sort of read the letter. I look up and I'm like, "Did you realize that she wasn't that surprised when the oh bloody hell, what's it fucking called? The carriage." Oh my head. Did you notice that she wasn't surprised at all when it turned up?
No, I mean, I was pretty surprised. I would have thought that
She was
would be too.
she was very excited to see it, almost like she knew it was coming. Maybe she didn't. I'm not sure. There's a lot going on here that I don't know yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, should keep a lookout for her then. I'm not sure if we'll be able to follow that carriage, but yeah, you know what these bards are like.
I pass you back the letter, and I'm like, she was trouble anyway. Oh, doing all the little shenanigans and such. Oh, my head hurts so fuck. He'll sort of wander off now and take a sort of seat under. If there's a tree there, he'll sort of brace himself against a tree and just sort of relax for a second, let his head just sort of mellow out. He'll grab some water out of his bag and stuff, and so that's what Emeric will do.
Perfect. And then Azure and Mira, I'll probably walk up and show you guys a letter as well. I don't know if you've got anything to say or comments on the passing of Gloria. No, the leading of Gloria.
You really
We are
think she's
gathered here
dead?
today.
The more people I introduce it to, I'm just going to be like, it's just going to sound more like she's died.
She lived her life like a candle in the wind.
Gloria, she is no longer with us.
I think I'm just thinking about all the things we talked about and what kind of secrets we discussed in her presence.
Yeah, it wasn't good that we just sort of divulged everything to this stranger, and then she just wanders off after a day with us.
Well, I don't think we just we discussed our most important secret, which was good.
Yes, that's good. That's
What do
very
you guys
good.
think is your most important secret?
Oh, I'm not going to say it out loud, Owen.
Person to person.
Sincere game master, but
Yeah, the dungeon
Sounds
master
like
not
the
going to know everything about
metagame.
the game.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
What do you
No
perceive
metagaming,
as your
Owen.
most important secret? Not in character. I'm just curious. What do you perceive as your most important secret?
That we all have hearts and we care.
Is that a secret?
Oh,
That's a secret.
Andrew.
Andrew, you
So
wear your heart on your
wholesome.
sleeve. Also,
My-
take an inspiration.
Oh.
That's an inspiration for you, Andrew.
Emeric's biggest secret is not revealing Mama's recipe.
No further questions.
The
Cool.
biggest secret has to be the cat at the manor, like the fact that we have
Yeah.
our
Tomboy.
good old tomboy.
I actually don't think we talked about our manner at all, which is good in anything. Whether
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you
she
mention
has
the mana?
no idea.
Gloria,
She has no
Gloria
idea.
has, she has no knowledge of the dragon eggs, no knowledge of the mana, if that's what you were thinking.
She has no idea where we live. We met her in
As you
Paisley.
turn around, Gloria's standing there, writing down notes for you. No.
What?
Yeah, so as you can see,
prepared
the,
earlier.
yeah, exactly. Literally, let me just change the overlay. We'll get Alice back in.
I've been
Slowly
here all
fades in
along.
from the-
Yeah, yeah. And you just see Alice rising up from the green screen behind me. I mean, I'm actually on a starfield. I'm not in front of a green screen. Yeah, so as you guys are sort of looking over this note, have a bit of a think, bit of a reflect, you can see the caravan is now starting to get itself together, and a couple of the guards are coming forward and starting to help people who are struggling. Owen, the orc merchant, who has hired Mira and Emeric, was that correct? You guys are working for Owen?
Yes.
Yeah. He actually comes over to you guys and goes, "Right, I think we're about ready to go. When are you going to be coming and joining me? Are your companions coming too, or are you going to be holding yourselves back again?"
Thought we were going to go in tandem. Safer in numbers, you said.
We can go in tandem, aye. It's just taking a bit of a time to get ready.
Well, hurry up then. Come along, guys. It should be organised. It should be ready to go.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Emeric gets up and starts walking, a bit groggily, and he'll start like helping with the setup of the caravan.
Nice.
Setting up our caravan as well that we're, meant to be.
You guys didn't really unpack yours the night before. I think you guys literally just said you were keeping your caravan packed up, your wagon packed up. Sorry, I'm going to start using wagon to describe the individual wagons, caravan to describe the group, because otherwise I'm going to get too confused.
Yeah.
You guys previously just described that you left the whole thing set up. You didn't unpack anything. You just unhitched the horses, chucked your bedrolls out, set up a tent or two, and went straight to bed. And that was Wiltix and Azure.
Yeah.
And then we
Can
just
do a
kept-
perception
and-
check?
Sorry, go Sam.
Oh, no, I just wanted to make sure that Gloria didn't actually leave with anything aside from just her own stuff. But
Would you like to make me a perception or
well, we
investigation check?
Before we went to sleep, we did talk about having a watch, like that we'd watch the wagon.
Yeah, you did. Who was watching?
I assumed that I would have gone first.
Yep. All right. Do you want to make me a perception check?
Gone first. You could go the whole time.
I can go the whole time. No, I wish I
No.
could. Oh, jeepers.
Oh, Nat 1.
Oh wait, no,
That one.
different
That one.
campaign.
Azure, you don't see anything of interest. As you're sort of keeping an eye out, you find yourself reflecting back upon your travels, and you remember back to that last time in the village of Green Nest where you saw Aziraphale. And you find yourself sort of looking up at the stars, not really paying attention to what's going on around you, just stargazing and thinking
Just
of home.
enjoying.
Yeah. You just don't see anything of interest. You just have a really nice, happy sort of daydream. As you
Daydream.
daydream during the evening. You just have a really nice sort of calm, quiet evening.
Cool.
Who would like to take second watch?
I might have, after I did my sneaking around, I probably would have come back and taken over from Azure, so...
Absolutely, yeah. Do you want to make me a perception check?
Sure thing. That's a 16.
16. Yeah, Wiltix, as you're sort of looking through the night, you see most people are generally sleeping, although one or two wagons are also keeping a watch as well. And the guards obviously are taking turns watching, keeping an eye out as well, patrolling the borders, making sure everyone's safe and okay. At a sort of roughly as the moon is just starting to move from the center of the sky, as it's sort of passing midnight, heading towards the early hours of the morning, you hear a slight sort of scuffling noise coming from behind your wagon, the wagon where Gloria had been staying. And as you sort of have a bit of a look around, you don't see anything else, just this sort of momentary murmur of a scuffle and then nothing, just a singular noise and then nothing else.
Okay. Cool. I mean, unless I can investigate what that noise was.
You can, absolutely, yeah, you can go over and have a bit of a look. You can see inside the wagon, Gloria is sleeping soundly. A blanket pulled up over her head. She just seems to be lying there, chest rising and falling as she sleeps.
What time did she leave?
Oh, she's
then?
good.
What time did she leave, Si?
Well, that's what I was going to say, because if it was with
Yeah.
the black coach, then that would have been well and truly before my watch.
Oh yeah, well and truly.
Sorry, did you say make a perception check? To make
Yeah, do
sure
you want to
that-
make me an investigation check to have a bit of a look
Yeah.
around the area, because you're looking sort of to see what caused the noise.
Okay. 19?
19. As you're having a bit of a look around, you turn back towards this figure of Gloria sleeping. And as you rub your eyes, you can see that it is repeating. It's an image or a loop or an illusion. You're seeing an illusion looped endlessly. And as you sort of look closer and blink a bit, you can actually see the moment where it shudders and restarts the loop again of this illusion.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
What you also see is around the wagon, there is a small mouse snuffling away one of your wheels, and that's what made the noise.
Well, I'm not going to think the mouse is anything particular. I wouldn't have thought. No, like this sounds really weird, but if I'm trying to track or suss out a creature, it's probably just going to smell like a mouse anyway, I would have thought. It doesn't smell like a person that's turned into a mouse.
You don't know. It's a good question.
It's
a very good question.
Yeah. Can I do a perception check for that, or not just leave it at that?
I'd say we can use your previous perception check. You can smell the scent of Gloria from the cart. Clearly she'd been in the cart and she'd been sleeping there. And there is now a scent trail leading back towards the woods behind.
Yeah. Okay. Is anyone... No. Well, look, Emeric's probably passed out at this point in time, so he's not going to be any help.
Yeah, Emeric's completely unconscious. Has just gone to sleep.
Yeah. So I might... changing the guard, I might let Mira know that it looks like Gloria's gone off for a stroll at night. So, yeah.
I'm sure we'll cross paths again. She seems able to take care of herself.
I'm sure she'll be back by morning anyway.
And then as we jump back to the morning, the illusion's gone. When you wake up the next morning, it's just the note. But I would say, given your experience of the night before and your perception check, you can see there is a symbol, a glyph, carved into your wagon, into the floor of your wagon. It looks like a swirling eye pattern. I can probably even attempt to draw it. Here we go, everybody.
Ooh.
Drawing with a keyboard and mouse. This isn't going to go badly.
You got
Oh, loving this.
There we go.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Well done.
It's very nice.
Oh, sorry. These. Yep. Cool. That's what you see.
Cool.
Have we seen that before?
Carved. Does anyone here speak Giant?
Nope.
I speak Gnomish. We're pretty big.
Yeah. Then no, you don't know what this symbol is. You have never seen it before in your life.
I might write the symbol down in my little book and
Yeah. Cool.
Is you setting up?
Fantastic. What was that? Sorry, Andrew.
Oh, no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm just going crazy. Crazier. Alrighty, well in that case, we will do a little bit of a skip as you guys head forwards towards the morning, and we better have some travel music on, I reckon.
National Lampoon's Holiday Road, or like...
Sweet Home Alabama?
No, something a bit more upbeat and theme appropriate. Fantastic, yeah, as the caravan sets off again, and you continue your journey, I would like someone to roll me a d12. I think Mira, can you please roll me a d12?
Sure. 7.
Oh, Mira, thank you.
Is that the key
no.
number?
No. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you so happy?
Mira, you rolled the one I wanted you to roll so badly.
I aim to please, Owen.
For the rest of the morning, you travel on with very little interest, much happening. The road continues through the vast fields that dot the landscape to the north of Palin. Farmhouses, sort of some abandoned, some still within use, basically break up these vast areas of fields, but for the most part this is all rural farmland. But over the course of the morning session, you enter into a large woodland area that spans as far as the eye can see towards the north, this vast area of woodland. And after the first sort of couple of hours traveling through this woodland area, you stop for a nice lunch. You have a very sort of nice lunch of your trail rations and what you have on hand, and then the caravan sets off again. Only 20-30 minutes after the caravan sets off, the sun is shining overhead. One of the caravans that's at the front, because you guys are sort of towards the middle back of the caravan, one of the wagons that's at the front, a child, a small halfling child, points up towards a hill and calls out, going, "There's some deer! There's some deer up on the hill! Look at the whole herd of deer! Dad, can we have deer for dinner?" And with that, like, a lot of the people, or the other members of this caravan, sort of turn away and have a bit of a look, and they can see, a herd of deer moving across this hill, grazing. Small patch of woodland that's sort of laid bare with this grassy hill. The guards up the front look back, call for a stop. The wagon's slow to a standstill. And two of the guards who have bows start knocking arrows and call back out to the rest of the group. Right, if anyone's looking to restock and get some fresh meat for your ladders, now's the time. If anyone's coming with, we're going to be heading out in 2 minutes. We don't want to lose these elk, these deer.
Are there any other wagons? Like, anyone putting their hands up from the cultist one or anything?
There are one or two people. Oh, from the cultists? No one from the cultist wagon. Wiltix, you don't see anyone offering to do anything. In fact, they look quite cross that the progress of the caravan has slowed and has stopped. And as one of the guards sort of walks past looking for people who are going to come on the hunt, one of the people you've identified as a cultist actually sort of pulls them to the side and starts angrily discussing, and the guard just brushes them off and walks away. The cult actually seem pretty cross that this has slowed down the progress. But yeah, you can see Owen, as he sort of looks over to you guys, goes, "I'll be giving it a hand if you're coming too. I'm willing to get my bow out. It's been a long time since I've hunted in the wilds, but I'm sure I can remember most of what I need to know. I'm better at fishing, to be honest."
I mean, it sounds like a good time to me. I like using my bow.
Give it a go, but I'm not a very good shot with the crossbow as much as I am with the thrust of the halberd, but I'll give it a shot.
Mira?
I feel like I need to stay and guard this wagon. I take my responsibilities very seriously.
That's why we love you, Mira.
Oh, Wiltix, your charms don't work on me, but I appreciate it.
Oh, one day.
Well.
Woof. And Azure?
I will join, but I'm going for the thrill of it, not to actually kill the elk.
Okay. In that case, a number of other members of the caravan put their hands up. You can see two humans, a man and a woman from one of the frontmost caravans, put their hands up and come forward. Both of them are wielding very homemade-looking bows, basically like a length of stick that they've shaved down and have attached some twine to. It doesn't look particularly well made. A wood elf who's traveling with a large bearded dwarf with a big red beard steps forward.
Wait a sec, can you say that again?
A wood elf who's travelling with a large red-bearded dwarf steps forward.
Okay.
They're on a little small carriage just themselves.
Yep.
He steps forward and goes, I will have a go. I believe I can bring down a deer or two. And the dwarf to his left goes, "This doesn't count towards the numbers. It doesn't count. It's just elk. Doesn't count."
What's your names there, friends?
I am Gelalas. And I'm Limley.
Yeah, okay. I had a feeling.
My goodness. Tolkien is rolling in his grave right now.
Tolkien would love me. No,
rolling with excitement.
Alright, cool, yeah, we'll go hunt with Legless and sorry, Gilligas or
Copyright.
Gumley,
Come on.
whatever his name is.
It's just replace the first letters of each of their names, swap them. So
Yeah.
it's Gelalas and Limley.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
All right then,
great.
let's see if you're a good shot with that bow. There, yours, pretty boy.
I'm a pretty good shot, yeah.
All right. With
Looking
that, I
forward to
guess
seeing the axe throwing.
the what?
The axe throwing. That'd be great.
Oh yes.
So as you guys have a bit of a look around, you can see there are a number of deer. What you see very early on, moving from behind one of the trees, is an elk that is beautiful. Its fur is this crystal gold color. It's this beautiful iridescent gold that shines off it as it moves through the trees and moves out. And I'm going to indicate that with this glowing halo around it, which you guys should now be able to see.
Yep.
So that's that one there.
Cool.
As it moves out from behind the trees, you can see it sort of turn and sniff towards the direction that you and the rest of the hunters are coming from, the hunters from the wagon. You can see that as soon as it spots you guys, it begins sort of moving away a little bit behind the trees. One of the humans rushes forward. This human man rushes forward with his bow and goes, "I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down, and then we can feast on this. It'll be worth millions, worth a fortune." Gelalas steps in and puts his hand out and puts a hand on the chest of this human and goes, "No. This would be a blessed creature. Killing it will bring bad luck on us and bad luck on everyone. We can't possibly do anything. We need to back away slowly. This is sacred, this creature." I'd like to know what you guys are thinking as he says this.
Would have, like, if I did a history or a nature check, would I have heard of any kind of creature like this?
Yeah,
in,
you can
know?
make a history or a nature check. Absolutely.
I am a forest gnome, so I would like to think that.
Yeah.
Let's go nature. Let's see if I. 19?
19. Yeah. Very so often, just like there are albino creatures that are born in our world, very, very rarely divine creatures can be born in the world of Nostea, creatures that have a touch of the divine on them. Sometimes this can be represented by giving off a light, sometimes this is represented by a glowing golden coat, sometimes they can be born with wings, things like that. It's a sign of something divine, something very special. It was a history check, wasn't it? You rolled
Nature.
nature, yeah. So you know that the natural history of these things. You know rumors that it is very, very bad luck to harm or injure these creatures in any way. Horrendously bad luck.
Okay.
Just put Mira there so you guys can see the tiles a bit better.
Yeah, I just agree with
Gelalas.
Galalas. Not
Well-
league-less.
While this is happening, I'm gonna subtly, let my eyes fade to their natural glowing essence. And I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna put my hand out and so that no one else can see except for the elk.
Okay.
Almost like a golden symbol on it. It's kind of like a light glow, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk towards it.
As you
And,
do, the rest of the deer scatter. Make me a animal handling check, Azure, but with advantage.
Oh,
Like you had advantage for it.
Yeah, thank goodness.
As you approach with your hand out, the elk sort of stamps its feet a bit, its horns swishing dangerously in your direction. It takes a step backwards as you move towards it, lowering its head and looking at you in a little bit of alarm. But the rest of the group at this point, Gelalas has sort of talked down 2 or 3 of them. The rest of them are now pulling out bows and arrows and looking like they're ready to start knocking arrows at this thing.
look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just sort of transfixed on watching Azure do his little hand thing, and
Yep.
I'm sort of seeing how it all plays out with him and the elk. I think because it's not every day that you see someone walk forward and then bright light just comes out of their hand towards the celestial elk. So I'm taking that in.
Very fair.
So they're looking to fire at that.
Yeah, so there's now
that elk?
3 of the caravan companions. Caravan companions, I like that. 3 of the caravan companions are now pulling out arrows and basically like loading up the bow with the arrows or loading up the crossbow with the arrows and preparing to fire.
If they fire Owen, I will make an action. I will take an action.
Oh, nice. Yes, I like it.
Could I minor illusion, say, I don't know, a threatening animal, a bear or something like that, in some of the bushes nearby?
Yes, so you can get a 5-foot bear. So it's going to be a small bear.
It doesn't have to be the
can-
whole bear, because if there's a bush
Just the front
around,
of the bear,
it's going to
like, coming
be
out of the
like
bush.
the head and the hand or something like that, like looking really threatening.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what? Why not? That sounds really funny. Where would you like this bear to be?
I would like it to be probably off. Looking at where I am, maybe to the right of screen there in that bush or tree up here.
Yep. Okay, done.
And then I'm going to go. I'm going to turn around to the other guys that have pulled out their weapons and go, "Oh God, there's a bear!" and see if they try to distract them to turn around to fire at the bear instead.
The bear instead. There's a bear in there.
There's a bear in there. I love it. Make me a performance check with advantage, Simon. Wiltix, sorry.
There's a bear in there.
There's a bear in there.
9?
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Because this is hilarious. I'll always encourage this sort of shenanigans.
There's a bear.
Nat 20.
Oh fuck!
Natural 20. As this sort of bear image pops out, literally like it just comes into focus out of this bush as you conjure this bear. Like people, like the two humans who are knocking these like shitty bows with their shitty arrows, just drop the bows and turn and sprint as fast as they can away from this very silent bear. Gillilas takes a few steps back and like readies his arrow as if he's going to shoot this illusion bear if it happens to be aggressive, but he doesn't make any further aggressive movements. The rest of the caravan immediately begin like moving behind trees. Like one of them starts climbing a tree, like trying to get out of the way of this bear. Yeah, nicely done. That's fantastic.
It's good.
Okay. Well, I'll turn around to the other people from the wagon and go, "Quick, return to the caravan. Make sure that there's no other animals ravaging it while we're away. We'll take care of this one."
Given your natural 20, yeah, I'd say no dramas. They begin moving away. The guards who trailed up, the two guards with bows, immediately begin like ushering people away, like watching this bear that isn't moving, isn't blinking, just looking at everyone like just death staring at this illusionary bear.
Just have it slowly rotate.
So not
like
only,
one of those clown heads.
Not only did you roll a natural 20 for your performance, I rolled a group investigation check for them. I rolled a natural 1.
Wow.
Nice.
So just, yeah, like the combination of the nat 20 and the natural 1.
That'll do it.
Woof.
So I'm transfixed watching Azure, but then when I hear
Amazing.
a bear, I look over at the bear. I've had similar encounters with the death dog.
Yeah.
So just by the way it's moving, I do look at Wiltix, and as everyone's running away, screaming and sprinting, I'll just whisper to him, is that your doing?
Yeah, that's my big scary bear friend.
Thanks,
Bear in the big
look.
green bush.
Yeah, look, if you went to walk off anyway, I would have grabbed you and let everyone else walk off and then be like, mate. So, yeah.
Because
We'll be good.
once Emeric sort of noticed there was a bear, he was like, "Oh shit, maybe we should do something about that."
Yeah.
In that case, we better jump back to Azure.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Azure. The stag is sort of moving its head, huffing, looking at you, mistrustful at the moment, but not running away.
Has everyone else gone?
Everyone's gone. It's literally just you three now.
That's
Oh,
fine.
and Gillilas. Gillilas is still there too.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I won't do what I was going to do. Oh no, why not? I let my human facade fall away, and I let my heavenly spirit.
Oh, have we
Is
seen
this
that
the
before?
first? Is this the first reveal of your
Oh,
Aasimar
yes.
bloodline?
So I cast.
I need some. I need to find something
I let
called-
radiant soul bloom into the field, and I approach as gently as possible the elk, this celestial being in our earthly realm.
Okay, I'm definitely transfixed on Azure again.
Yeah, these brilliant, shimmering, semi-translucent beautiful wings spring forth from Azure's back, seemingly passing through his clothing, or the clothing sort of shifts to fit his new form. His eyes completely golden now, sclera iris, the entire surface is this complete gold. Do you have a halo, Azure? It's up to you if you want one.
No, not yet.
Cool. Anything else that we should know about how you look in your angelic form?
My hair is slightly longer.
Yeah, okay, so it grows out, yep. Dragon Ball Z style, straight up, or?
No, not yet. But I would say I would look more elven.
Yeah, so your features, ears shift to a much more pointed state. The eyes sort of take on this slight slant. Your body almost looks a little bit slimmer, still muscular, but you sort of get a little bit taller, a little bit slimmer, a bit more elf-like. Awesome.
And almost like there is a ethereal breeze that's blowing my hair. So that is definitely not happening in this world.
Okay, yeah, so absolutely. So feathers ruffled by this breeze that no one else can feel on their skin.
Mm-hmm.
The elk immediately stops what it's doing and turns and looks at you, Azure, and says, Azure, do you speak Sylvan?
I do, yes.
Azure, the stag says to you in Sylvan, "Greetings, Holy One."
And I will reply, "Greetings, my celestial brother."
"Child of light, your journey has been long, but there is much further to travel. You are on the right track, and you must continue following the river of gold until you reach the castle in the sky. Your path will be filled with hardship and blood, but if you should succeed, a new age of light will dawn upon the world. I can offer you only this in your journey." And it bends its head, and from its antlers, manifesting as if growing out of its antlers, a shape begins to form, made of the same sort of bone-like ivory that its antlers are made from, is a large longbow, intricately detailed with beautiful, intricate filigree, elvish runes and sylvan markings across it. It lowers its head a little bit more, the bow drops to the ground. And the stag looks eyes at you again, Azure. "Not all will survive."
Oh,
And it begins fading into nothingness.
Is that our first magic item of the game?
It is a +1 longbow.
Oh, that's our first. That's our first one of the
Spoilers,
campaign.
spoilers.
so cool.
This is the antler bow. If anyone picks it up, it's a +1 longbow.
Well, I will definitely pick it up.
Absolutely. So yeah, did you get down what it said to you, Azure, or do you want me to quickly repeat it again, just in case? Oh, perfect. Cool.
I think I got River of Gold, Castle in the Sky, Not All Will
Yep.
Survive, and I think I missed something in the middle
Was
there.
it like a new age of enlightenment or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that bit.
Should you succeed, you'll enter into a new age of light. Very, very nice.
And I will let my radiant soul dissipate.
Absolutely. Let me quickly. So you can add to your inventory, Azure. You can add a +1 longbow to your inventory. So if you go into add items, and type in longbow, I believe you are proficient in bows.
I think so. Yes.
I think you are. Double check. If you're not, it won't appear. If you are, it will appear, and you can add a +1 longbow to your inventory.
Ooh, how exciting!
So for the rest of you who don't speak Sylvan, Azure
Were they
speaks
speaking
in this
Celestial or Sylvan?
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Yeah, you sort of hear this very like Celtic sounding, like this very sort of lilting Celtic style language, and then the elk just fades into nothingness after dropping a bow at the ground on at Azure's feet, and that's what you see.
I pinch myself and slap myself in the face because I think maybe the drink's gotten to me.
I've heard stories about gift bringing deer before, but normally there's a fat man accompanying them with a sack. So,
Well, I have heard of this other legend as well, where this like maiden in the water gives out swords, and sort of that establishes basis of governments and such. But that's the first time I've ever seen an elk give away a bit of a bow.
Was that a goddamn Monty Python reference?
a little bit.
Women throwing away swords is not the basis of a solid government. Yeah.
I mean, like no words really would kind of be. Yeah, you've just seen a deer disappear. Like, does it just like fade away?
It deer appeared. Yeah, it literally fades like a ghost into nothingness. It just fades out of existence.
Fade away.
And don't forget that, like, that whole time that was happening, you know, he's other form. So imagine by now that Azure has actually walked towards us.
Yeah, so I've come back.
Are you normal, Azure?
Yes, so I'm my normal self.
I walk up to you and I sort of start pinching and sort of prodding you and just sort of seeing, like, that was very interesting what you just did then.
Oh, yes, about that. I'm sorry. That is my truer form, I suppose you'd say.
Your what?
I suppose you'd say it's what I really look like.
That's a very interesting form. Why don't you just stay like that?
It takes a lot of celestial energy to keep that form here on Earth, so I only have a finite amount of time where I can use it.
So what? With that, hearing that, Emeric will actually sort of stumble, like just take a few steps backwards, and he's got a troubled look on his face.
This does not change anything.
He won't say anything. He's a bit troubled.
I am not a god.
It almost looks like he's conflicted.
Can your brother do this too?
What was that?
I would have to say that's Leosin's secret to divulge, but I would. Yeah, we come from the same ray of light, so you know, it is highly likely.
It does follow the ancient traditional song of, you know, doe a deer, female deer, ray a drop of golden sun.
Hey, that's an inspiration. Go on.
I'm gonna keep going until I get one. Yeah.
There you go. There's your inspiration. Well done. Well done.
I'm trying to think of a way, Emeric, to let you know that I'm not a god. I mean, because I'm not. I'm like I'm an essence of one, but I'm still more human than celestial spirit. I'm different, and I need a way to convey that to you.
Are you saying this in game or out of game?
Out of game.
I was gonna say, if you said that in game, I'd probably just turn around and go, well, we know that Azure's kind of human because we've watched him almost die about 3 times this week.
Yeah,
like yesterday.
Yesterday, I died 3 times. But I think we'll have a chat later. But
yes,
I'll think about how to.
I think we'll definitely have a chat later at in game.
Do you want us to tell Mira about this?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think. I was gonna say, has
I think it's gonna be a bit. I think it's gonna be a bit hard to explain away the antler bow that he just got.
Well, I'm imagining that when I put the bow on my back, it actually no, I was gonna say it disappears, but that would.
No, it's
weird.
with you. It's with you all the time.
Does it glow or anything, or just looks like a fancy bow?
Just looks like a beautifully made bow. Now that you're looking at it and sort of separated from the antler, it looks more like it's made of ivory than antler material, because antlers are sort of like keratin. It's basically like the stuff fingernails are made of. So the bow itself looks like it's this polished, I'd say like a polished ivory or polished antler. Like it is beautiful to look at, and these intricate designs carved in it. As you have a really sort of closer look at it, as all of you sort of admiring this bow, you can really clearly see a number of elvish symbols, some sylvan symbols, a couple of celestial symbols, all sort of intertwined into this beautiful, almost like a Celtic knotwork style design across the whole length of the bow. It is not glowing slightly, but Azure, to your hands, it feels very light. Very, very light. Far lighter than it should be. And as you test the bowstring, it pulls very easily, but you can feel there's a huge amount of tension on this bowstring. But to draw it back, takes very little effort.
Okay.
But it feels like it has a massive punch behind it. As you sort of like do a couple of test twangs, to pull back is almost no effort, but as you release, the bow boom, like immediately twangs back into place. This very powerful force pulling the string back into position. Yeah.
Cool.
How exciting.
Cool. Actually, yeah, Azure, if you are you playing around with the bow a little bit to sort of test it out and things like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Azure, as you pull back, and if you like, how would you test it? Would you do a couple of test fires? Would you put an arrow in, or just have a few practice pulls just to see?
Well, hang on. Did the elk release a quiver as well? Because I wouldn't actually have any arrows.
It's just the bow.
Yeah.
So what I would do, I wonder, could I somehow use my radiant orb and create a bow from that, and fire like
arrows
a radiant orb
from that? Well, Azure, as you're sort of thinking about how can you fire anything, you don't have anything, you sort of pull back on the bow, and as you reach full draw, condensing from sunlight, a golden arrow appears in the bow.
Oof. I'm kind of startled, but I don't let the bowstring go.
No, because it's very easy to draw back. Like it's not taking a huge amount of strength to draw this thing back. It seems to be magical.
Okay.
And literally condensing from the sunlight around you, an arrow forms. This sort of slightly spectral, ghostly arrow that lets off light appears in the bow. Literally, like between your fingers as you pull back, and you can feel it. You can touch it.
Oh wow! All right, then I'll sight it up and fire it into a tree.
Yep. Do you want to make me a ranged attack with your new bow? Have you added it to your inventory yet?
I have, yes.
Nice.
To hit or just to attack?
Just to attack, because you'll hit. So, 12 piercing. Yeah, beautiful. The arrow, as soon as the arrow hits the bark, it disappears completely. But the tree takes this damage. Basically, like this huge chunk of splintered wood shoots out as this arrow thuds into it. And then the arrow immediately disappears. The second it touches the wood, the arrow disappears. The sunlight just basically dissipates.
I'm imagining it would leave like a sun scorch mark. Like there'd be some sort of like, almost like it's...
Because it's not fire damage per se, it's more the light itself.
Oh, okay.
But if you go have a bit of a look, yeah, it looks like there was a lot of force behind this thing, and the area where it struck is still very faintly glowing.
Ooh. Oh,
it's hard to see in the daylight, but at nighttime, it'd be very, very faintly glowing.
Very cool. I'm very impressed with this new longbow.
I literally just thought of this edition as we were speaking, so I will. I'll send you through. I will homebrew this magic item for you, and I'll send it to you. But it's still, it's basically a +1 longbow that creates arrows for you. You don't need to worry about finding arrows.
Oh, amazing! Well, I'll put it over my back.
Fantastic.
And I suppose Emeric and Wiltix, what are you feeling? What are you doing?
Actually, that's a good point. When he was playing around with the bow and stuff, were we just standing in the wood, or did we walk back to the caravan?
That's up to you guys if you wanted to head back while he was doing that. That's up to you guys.
I would have liked to have watched him do it, but...
Yeah. Oh, he's with you. I'm assuming you're staying as a group.
The big bear's going to get scared and run away.
So yeah, you guys do see this with his bow.
I'll say this, as he's playing around with it, I'm actually going to trail off and go back to the caravan.
Yeah, okay. So after only about like 10-15 minutes, Mira, a number of the people who were traveling with the group start returning, the two humans having run out of breath long before they arrive back at the caravan. Coming along with the group, panting about a bear. And as they sort of come back in, the guards sort of call back to the rest of the group and go, "We'll be leaving pretty soon. There was a bear there, and there's like a golden elk or something. We figured it was probably best to leave it alone." The dwarf, limbly in front, goes, "Where's the elf? Where's the pointy-eared fucker I was traveling with?" "Oh, he's hanging out with some adventurers who were sort of chilling around, looking at the thing. Weren't too worried about the bear. Didn't seem to faze them too much, but we came back." After another 5 minutes, the rest of your motley crew, accompanied by a Gellerless, arrive back at the wagon, back at the caravan, and load up into their wagons. Mira, you see Azure is now carrying a bow that seems to be made of beautiful antler, ivory-like material.
Success? Or... I look at Azure. Does he
There is
seem
a tale. There is a tale, Mira, that I will tell you in time, but maybe not for all ears to hear.
See? I think
Keeping
she
secrets.
sees. Very well. I can keep a secret better than anyone.
Oh, it was not for... I meant that as in, like, other ears, not yours.
Oh no, I understand. Mira still thinks she's a spy.
Oh yeah, because you took some tip from Gloria.
One placement, and now you're a master spy.
Yeah.
That's it. Fantastic. And if you guys don't do anything else, the caravan continues on. At this point, I'll move you guys back to the world map, and I can actually show you guys where you get to after this next little bit.
Perfect.
I asked, the damage
that
that I did to the wagon of the cultist group, did that cause them to break down? Because I was really hoping that they'd hit a pothole. And...
Nothing seems to have happened just yet, Wiltix. Nothing seems to have happened just yet. But you're hopeful. You're like, yeah, I've done a bit of damage. Like, clearly something's going to happen to it. You're very confident that all it's going to take is a hefty knock, and that's it. Their wagon's going down.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So you guys are now arriving at the town of Shaken Cairn. As you enter into the town, this is a very small outpost. It is not particularly well looked after. A number of the buildings. It looks like this place was once an area of some report, some renown, but has since fallen into disrepair with the capital of Palin sort of rising in power. And you probably suspect as well with the advent of airships and the widespread use of airships. Originally, most travel to the north would have been undertaken by horse and cart, but now that airships are so affordable, this place has lost a lot of its customers traveling through, a lot of the travelers, and it has now suffered as a result. Sad, really. As you guys sort of come in, the caravans pitch up just outside the town palisade wall, and a number of the guards go in and have a bit of a chat to the guards of Shaken Cairn, and then return and say, this time it's a female half-elf. We have been granted access to the town for some refreshments if we so desire, but be warned, if we catch any of you causing trouble for the people of Shaken Cairn, there will be hell to pay. You will be finding yourselves left behind on this journey. No troublemaking. Passengers who were arriving in Shaken Cairn, this was your destination. You may now leave us. We will be taking on 2 other carts in the morning who will be travelling with our merry bunch as we head north towards the town of Cloudforge. That's all. Go about your business. Heads around, turns away. While you guys are here, is there anything you'd like to do?
What's the... are all the caravans here?
Yes, yeah. Everyone's pulled up outside the... all the wagons are pulled up beside the town of Shaken Cairn.
Okay, so what's the... I just want to keep an eye on the... our suspected cultists.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on
They make no move to set up any sort of proper camp. They pull out a couple of tents and things like that, but for the most part, it looks like they have no intention of heading into town. They seem to be staying outside, staying with their group.
Okay. I just kind of call out to everyone. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the wagon. Wiltix, feel free to go in and get whatever you need.
I'll go in, have a walk around, see what I see. Anyone else going to come in, or...?
I will accompany you.
Emeric is not around right now. Just saying that for now.
Okay.
Oh.
So Wiltix and Mira, as you guys head through into the town, you can see, more of this area is It looks like originally this place was very well built, but over time it hasn't been cared for. Perhaps the lack of travellers coming through has reduced the amount of finances they have available to, and this place has sort of fallen apart a bit. A lot of the buildings are heavily rusted. Any of the metal that's on them, a number of the stones are tarnished, and the wood seems to be in the process of rotting. But a number of the caravan accompaniments who come with you do generally seem to be heading towards one location. A rather dingy-looking inn that has a large sign out the front with an ogre's head stabbed by an axe, the sign depicts. And it's literally called the Ogre's Axe Head Tavern.
That sounds like a lovely, friendly place. Mira, do you want to join them, or is there anywhere you want to look at in particular?
No, I'm just happy to get the lay of the land. Were we followed?
As you turn around and have a look?
Yep.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah. 8.
8. As you look back, you can see people moving through, coming and going, but nothing stands out to you as people specifically following you.
Yeah, taverns.
Yet.
Oh, great. Taverns are a great place for networking. Perhaps we might get some more news of what to expect on the road.
Perfect. That sounds like a great plan. Let's head on over.
Okay.
So walk on into the tavern there, Owen. What do we say?
Wunderbar.
A gnome and a dragonborn walk into a bar.
As you guys enter the tavern, you can see, this place is pretty, the roof is quite low. It's quite smoky and dingy inside. There's a number of tables and chairs, none of them matching, strewn about the place. Straw, thick, rough straw on the floor to soak up the mud from the boots, spilled ale, and any food that happens to drop on the floor. It's pretty dingy and pretty filthy in here. And as you enter, you can see a couple of other travellers who have set up shop in here. There's 2 lizard folk. One a rich, beautiful azure blue. Hey, azure blue!
Hey, hello.
And one a very dark, sort of emerald forest green that are over in the corner discussing something in their very strange, hissing-like language. This
You're a parcel tongue.
I recognize that. I speak parcel tongue.
You've got red hair, no song. Right, of course.
Still Slytherin.
They seem to be discussing something in their strange tongue. What you do notice is, there's a number of people who basically look like they are bandits over in one of the other corners. A number of humans dressed in very mismatched leather armor with very sort of rough swords and weapons, eyeing off anyone who enters the tavern and sort of talking amongst themselves in low tones. But their attention seems to mostly be focused on a gnome. You can see she is... I think I can even show you guys a picture. There is a gnome. She is looking over a parchment that she has unrolled, and she's sort of looking over this thing. Seems to be reading through notes. Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, I can show you what she looks like. There we go. I love it. She's dressed in leather armor. She has a very, very strange black fur hat upon her head, and a very long, wickedly curved dagger that she's wielding. She's sort of turning it in her hands as she reads through this note. But the bandits' attention seems to be the bandits' attention seems to be focused on her. She's sort of looking over these notes, looking over these things, and you sort of notice, that they're paying a lot of attention to her as well. The other figure that you notice inside, cool. The other figure that you notice inside the tavern is a male human, very tall with very sort of striking features, and he seems to be he's wearing a very large dark cloak covering most of his clothes, and he has a long wool cap with ear flaps and neck flaps covering his head. And all that you can sort of see is his face poking out from this hat, just literally the eyebrows downwards to his chin. poking out from his hat, and he's sort of looking around, very suspiciously looking at people with sort of set eyes, squinting at people as they come through. And as he sees a number of people come in, he looks down at a ring on his finger, taps it a few times, stands up, and then begins to move past you to leave. And as you sort of move in the doorway, he sort of pushes past and walks outside. Just pushes past you guys. What's your passive perceptions?
10. 11.
Yeah, that's all you see as he walks past you. And he leaves the tavern.
Please make way for him.
Bow and let him pass.
Yep. I do.
Praise to you.
Okay, well, after making a joke with Mira about a guy that's Azure Blue, I'm going to head on over to...
Ha ha ha.
I
Well
know.
done.
All I could think of when I heard it, I'm like, oh, if only Azure was here, we'd know more.
Mira would not laugh. Okay, Mira would not laugh at that.
No, I don't think she would. I would laugh, but
I would laugh.
I've amused myself. I'd then go, Mira, I might try and chat up the gnome over there and see if there's anything else we can learn about this area.
Wiltix. Very
Yes.
attractive gnome. But sometimes diplomacy, got to build up to these things. Be diplomatic.
I'm not going to ask her out, I'm just going to...
Be subtle.
Oh, subtle's not really what I do sometimes, but I'll try it. I'll see how we go.
Be
I'll give it a
suave.
go for you, Mira.
For you, Mira.
Oh, the ship is sailing, alright?
So I'm going to walk over to the gnome, who
Yeah.
obviously I don't know. I don't recognise her, do I?
Are you saying all gnomes know each other? Jesus, racist. No, you don't recognise her.
No, this is. I mean, how much further north is this from where I'm? Oh, actually, no, it's a decent amount.
It's a
North
decent
from where I'm from. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I don't know her. I'm going to yell out over in Gnomish. Hey, how's it going, man?
She looks up in surprise as you call out in Gnomish, gives you a bit of a look, and then smiles and pats the seat next to her.
Oh.
I'm going to jump up on the seat and be like, nice to see another gnome around here.
Nice to see you too. What's your name?
My name's Wiltix. What's yours?
Jamna. Jamna. Yeah. Jamna Gleamsilver. Pleasure, Wiltix. Can guess you're from the Xeranthanum Fields, judging by your hat there?
That would be the one. I can't quite tell where you're from, though, can I? Has she got any marks or anything like that on it?
No, no markings that would indicate where she has, where she's from, which village or which group she belongs to. And as you say, where
Is
you
that in the name?
Oh, look, I'm a city gnome. I'll type it in the chat for you guys as well, so you can write it down. Yeah, look, I'm a city gnome from Paladin originally, so I don't really have a gnome group that I particularly belong to. But yeah, travel around a bit, see a bit of this, bit of that. What brings you out on the road, Wiltix from Xeranthanum?
Oh, well, I'm just travelling with my my big tall friend over there, the half and half. We're just putting a wagon up to what's the name of the place again? Cloudfodge.
Oh, heading up to Cloudfodge with a wagon, are you? With a Dragonborn, no less. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Oh, I mean, bit of a coincidence. I'm actually joining your caravan in the morning when you guys take off.
Oh, fantastic! What are you doing?
Oh, look, I'm just heading up to visit some relatives up in Cloudfodge. Nothing too exciting.
Can I insight? that?
Insight check.
Yeah,
Of course you can. Of course you can.
5.
5.
I think I believe
yeah,
that.
no, she seems. I mean, she seems pretty reasonable. What she's saying, you don't think that what she's saying is ridiculous.
Oh, nice. Well, Gemini, is there a big gnome community up there? Because I must admit, there's not many of us from the Xeranthanum Fields left anymore. So, would be nice to.
What happened to the Xeranthanum Fields? It's been a couple of years since I was out there. What's going on?
Yeah, look, it's not something I like to talk about, but not many of us are around anymore.
Right. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. It was a while ago now, but no, not too many good memories about that. So that's why I've head out, tried to make it on my own, and see what's happening.
Make it on your gnome, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Gnome is where the gnome is.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Someone gets it. None of these big jobs laugh when I make these jokes. They just don't understand.
The amount of times I make references to songs and other thing, and I can tell that they're all cringing on the inside, I don't care as long as someone else appreciates it. I'm glad you do.
Yeah. You look. The only way you're going to meet someone like us is to talk to a gnome. It's the only way you're going to get appreciation around here.
Exactly. So what are you reading there? I'm going to peek on to the.
As you lean over, she rolls it up quickly and stuffs it into her jacket. Oh, that's just look. It's just something a bit embarrassing. I don't really want to share it. Sorry, mate.
Oh,
we've only just met and all.
Oh, come on. It's we're fellow gnomes. It's not like the secret's going to travel too far.
It's certainly not going to travel upwards. You know what I mean?
No, exactly right. But
it can't go downwards. No one's shorter than us.
True. It's there's always someone looking over our shoulders or over our heads. But no, did I catch a glimpse of anything that was written on the paper as I leant over?
Yeah. You as you sort of lean over, do you want to make me a quick, I'd say perception or investigation check to sort of catch a little bit of what she's got. Yeah.
Go investigation quickly just to see. 13. Just not advantage.
13.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you just catch the briefest glimpse as she pulls this away. You see two things of note. You see the phrase Cult of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You see the phrase Black Network. And you also see mercenaries and ransacking.
Oh, okay. And did it look like a letter or like an official document kind of thing?
Looked like that's a good question. I'd say a bit of both. Like it had the elements of a letter and an official document mix. Okay. I would say. Good question.
That's okay. Because I am a expert in was it calligraphy that I'm an expert in? Or something like
calligraphy,
that.
Yeah, you're not an expert in calligraphy. Yeah. After eating a bean.
Oh, exactly right.
So useful though.
Do you know what? Could come in handy.
Could come in hand.
Come in hand, yeah.
Come in hand. Just a singular, only once. Oh my god.
So I caught that. You said that it was the cultists. And what was it? Black
Network.
Black Network. Okay. What would I say? So if I've seen that, I've just asked, is there a certain wagon that you're joining already, or have you got your own that you're heading up north with?
Oh, I was hoping to join on with someone else. I haven't got my own wagon, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Have you already picked a wagon, or...?
No, not yet. I was hoping to lend my services to anyone I come across.
Oh, well, there might be room on our wagon. I'll have to chat to the others, but we did have someone else with us. She has now left us. But anyway, it might be.
Sounds like it's a pretty bad loss. Are you dealing okay with the loss of your girlfriend?
Are you asking if I'm single?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
I know.
For a gnome.
No.
You know.
Nicely done.
The great unknown.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Jeez, alright, we're done. I'm going to add a new tag, terrible puns, to our Twitch stream.
Hey. Fantastic puns. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, inspiration. I give you.
He's already got it. I'm not giving him a second. It's just encouraging him.
Yeah, it really does. Anyway, I'd say that. I'll just say, look. Yeah, as I said, there's room on our wagon. Possibly, I'll talk to the other guys. There also some of my friends are helping out guarding, and there was another group that was on there as well. That they didn't seem too friendly. They were apparently waiting to meet up with their friend Resmir or something like that. A bit cagey though. I don't know if they'd like you sticking around. Does she have any reaction to that name, or?
Make me an insight check straight away. Yep. I've already rolled for her. Oh, you son of a bitch! Natural 20, 21. As you say the name Resimir. As you say the name Resimir. Her left eyebrow twitches ever so slightly, and her face pulls into a bit of a grimace for about like half a second. It's so subtle and it's so quick. And she goes, "No, I haven't never heard that name before. Don't know much about it. Who's that you talking about? Razjar? Res
Oh,
bitch?
but you clearly know the name. It looks like you have definitely heard that before. Like, just look between you and me. Won't leave this table. Let us know. They seem a bit shifty. Don't know if it's something I should worry about. But what do you know about them?
As you say this, she looks around to see who's watching and goes, "Oh, I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk outside. Do you want to come with me? We go for a bit of a walk outside of this tavern. What do you reckon, eh?"
That's good. I'll let my entourage know that they can follow, but out of earshot behind.
Yeah, right. No problem. Cool. Let's get going, hey? Let's start walking right now. She gets up,
Into
tosses
the
a gold to the
unknown.
bartender, and begins heading towards the door.
Mira will
Yep.
follow.
Yeah, I'll
of
let
course.
Mira. Follow behind Mira, but
Hey there, haven't met you yet. Name's Gemma. She holds out her hand.
Meet you.
Great, yeah, come with me. This one here, gosh, he's got some tales. Talks a lot too. Haha. Probably should talk less about that sort of stuff, eh? She starts walking.
Yeah, sure.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break right there. I think.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a great spot for him.
Very
Perfect
nice.
timing.
Jesus Christ, you crack me up. You just start blatantly talking about like dropping names like Resmir in the middle of a tavern. Unbelievable.
Look,
Super subtle, so subtle. All
This
the
is how
subtle.
Gloria managed to
I'm not
like
very
latch
good at
onto you
playing-
guys.
I'm not very good at playing D&D and being subtle. I either have to just be straight to the point or like just talking absolute shit. So it's either going to be gnome puns or literally asking a person if they know about a cult. Like-
We've got some dragon eggs. We've got the back at our manor in Oxenfurt. It's called this. It's called the Night Hall. There's 4 of them.
Come and join our wagon.
Here's a key. Have a
Oh my
key.
god. No, but look,
let
without
yourself in.
you, I wouldn't have half the plot points that I'm able to bring in.
And hey,
Um,
there wouldn't have been a big bear to scare off everyone else for the bow.
That's
I mean,
so true. That's so true. Alrighty, guys, we will be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, but if you do, bring more people back with you.
there you
Hey
go.
guys.
Bye.
See you in a minute,
Hey,
guys.
everyone.
See you in 5 minutes.